Hello, I'm FerrousPilot, and today we're going to be playing some more Pillars of Eternity. Yes, not yesterday, but the last time I recorded, you probably heard these weird clicking type noises when I was speaking. I'm
Yes?
hoping that was because of the fact that I was too close to my microphone, so I decided to stop making out with it and give us a little bit of distance. And now we have to talk to Cademan Azo, who is the animancer in charge of this sanitarium. So we're going to go ahead and do that. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If animancers all followed the command of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backwards and willfully ignorant as Red Saras. We would know nothing about life, or death, or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. You toy with things beyond our comprehension. It's dangerous and foolish. It seems to me we're still in the dark. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives. You have the right. You are right about that much. There are certain questions that have to be asked. I have no interest in arguing about this.
Like so many who stand idly by while a nation slowly collapses into the dust. Apathy and ignorance are the true curse that dooms the Deerwood.
Yeah, it's not the fact that all these babies are being born without souls. That can't be the curse.
Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an animancer, or it will be no one at all.
No, it'll be a watcher. His name is Dingle Bingle, and he has a majestic unicorn horn. Yeah, we came all the way here to ask him if he's the one who's been buying relics from Imitil, even though we already found the person who's doing that. And they really shouldn't allow this dialogue option once you've already finished the quest. Come on, Obsidian, I expect better from you. Anyways. I like to access the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. So, I've been given permission. You'd best cooperate. Freyol told me everything.
She's a patient! That blazing woman knows nothing of the nature of my experiments.
He balls up his fists and digs his teeth into his index finger. A growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key and yeah, he gives it the key. Alright, later. I don't care about your demotion, bro. Bro.
Of course.
The man who waits. We've already looted all this stuff, so we're gonna go over to the North Ward, which I don't know where that is, but this is a cool area that we haven't been to before, so we'll check this out. Apparently, there's nothing here, so... Are these just cells? They keep them... Oh, no, these are the rooms where they live in. They do look like prison cells, you have to admit. Like, that's a bunk bed from prison, man. That's what it is. What the heck are you? What are you doing? You'd make me better soon. Yeah, that's what he always tells you. That's like the classic thing. It's like when the drug dealers come in there and they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. You know, this first one's free. But in the future, I'm going to have to start charging you. And then, they give you the good stuff the first time, but they don't even give you the good stuff the future times. I have no idea what that has to do with anything, but I just thought I'd talk about it. So let's go into the North Ward here, and I should probably turn on the D to make things pass a little bit more quickly. Is this my face? Tell me. That's not my face. Okay. What? No, this is the only guy we can talk to. The others, they're not there. Let's talk to him. I don't look like this. Whose face is this? Okay, first of all, you should probably not give him a mirror if he's going to be that kind of crazy person. Thundering sky, rain of blood, innocence must drown. Yeah, this guy seems mentally level. I would allow him to roam the streets like a normal human being. Graham, this man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and at your approach, he staggers backward to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls, as if it would get him further away from you. He cries out a bizarre, primal utterance, like nothing you have ever heard. You can't hide from me, Leaden Key spy! No, we're gonna just ask him some questions. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern, and if indeed there are words at all. So, Frail said you're being treated by Cadminazo. There are things I'd like to know from you. I'm going to learn them whether or not you can speak. He looks at you with uncertainty, slowly, tentatively. He steps closer to the front of his cell, and he does so for the first time. You can perceive his soul within your ken. It is misshapen. What is a ken? It is misshapen as though maimed by some jagged instrument. You could even say some jagged alliance. No, wait, an alliance is not an instrument. I just wanted to make a reference. Large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. How did we suddenly become an expert in, like, examining souls? I don't understand. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. So let's do it. You project out toward the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it, its confusion and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else in your mind is a single word, and the word is no, but it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out, oh shit, is Graham getting date raped by freaking Mr. Avo? That's crazy. In the darkness, you fight against uncertain, unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. This is literally what's happening, isn't it? A man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, his meager flame casting long shadows. I realized this guy was into flame play. Across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. It's some serious BDSM, man. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them that he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within. You can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming a scream you can barely hear. Let's keep on, like, mentally reminding this guy of all the horrible things that have happened. Surely that will cure his PTSD. Another night, a heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, the artificial being just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away, and leaves. One of the giants is actually a boy soul? Into that boy's hole? Okay, the couple from Graham's soul. Graham looks at you still wide-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. So we did cure his PTSD just by peering into his soul. Cool! Watch your magic. Speak to the patient at the end of the hall. Okie dokie. But first, perhaps we should talk to some of these guys. I don't know, maybe they're like super crazy, but it would be fun.
Poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets.
Yeah, you got that right, buddy.
Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
These lunatrix and wastrels, at least they're here they serve some purpose. Maybe it is, how would you know? I doubt the wealthier citizens have the same experience. I'm sure they have their share of family members they'd rather forget. But if all were treated like this. What? But if all were treated were like this. If all were treated were like this, the Sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions? Here's the source of all that knowledge you were so giddy about. That would be the jerkiest thing to say. There are just as many who come here and are cured of their ills, who would be otherwise cast aside. I hope so. Kind of takes a deep breath. You're probably right, it's just hard to see. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws at the soul. Well, I mean, I like to gnaw at souls sometimes. Wait, is there something here? Let's just... No, not this. Gosh darn it.
Stay out of sight.
Okay, no there's not. Okay, let's talk to this dude. Uscgrim. A willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead, the occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish. Let's do it. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul. Oh god, no. This is like that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia all over again. And as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Have I? I don't remember doing that. Too late does it occur to you to retract. You already feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the Sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the doors open, revealing a flesh golem in a silhouette. Beneath the stone archway, it makes its usual rounds. The same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you, collapsing onto the floor. A puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly! And you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and you overtake the soul implanted within, circling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel. You are strong again. You step heavy-footed down the corridors, unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon the giant machine. Upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Is this weird, like, creature with the soul bending ability, is that the spy for the Leaden Key? Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd, stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You're acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl, but this body's not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. Oh, so this is like the guy's experiments. He's trying to put these souls inside of kids to say he cured their being born without a soul, but actually he's just putting this evil soul in there. It's not actually the kid's soul. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. "Bear witness," he says, and pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow, but the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe filled with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you. They have some pretty advanced technology, copper wiring and electrodes. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be. For you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. But you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment the machine goes dark and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with the scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold," he says, but there is an obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly you take a plodding step forward, then another, and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. So, it's not actually... The guy is trying to cure the Hollowborn, but he's not actually doing it, and this, like, weird soul creature seems to be messing around with his experiments. I guess the soul creature is the Leaden Key spy. And even the what's-his-face, the Animancer doesn't know what the heck's going on. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" he asks at a volume meant for the crowd. And this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hand outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe and it shatters, streaking your head with warmed blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host who could put their faith in animancy now. So he's sabotaging the public faith in animancy because he's working for the Leaden Key and they don't like animancers? That's my speculation so far. You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. Adra seems to be very important to Pillars of Eternity. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. Something interesting is going to happen. You are yanked suddenly back into reality as the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that this is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from that boar's tusk. Wait, seriously? That's the guy? A Watcher. That's the guy. He's the guy who... We saw him in the dream, and he's the one who, like, killed our companions and shit. You made me into a Watcher. So, wow, okay, talk about main storyline here. Not just a Watcher, someone who will break those fragile little legs of yours. Well, he's a soul, you can't do anything to him. I'm just looking for some answers. You know what? Just unmake me a Watcher. Let's do that. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems for that moment he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak. Then it seems to think better of what he's about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look, your hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice. Well, I mean, there is a door between us as well. On his, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly he slumps forward. Oh, so he killed the boy. Or not? Okay, so that's not what happened at all. He's just going into all of these crazy flesh golems and setting them to attack me. Also the inmates, or not the inmates, sorry, the patients, he's setting them to attack me as well. This is really bad, actually, because we're in kind of... All of our characters are sort of facing the wrong direction, which is not great.
Yes.
You need to go back and use mental binding. Do it now. And Kevin Durant, where the heck you at, Kevin?
What?
Where you at? Oh, there you at. Okay, use this. That's cool. Sagani, use Pillar of the Fire God or something. Do that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, everybody, attack the same guy. You can attack Crazed Patient, or you can attack this other dude. I don't really care. It's up to you. Okay, Itsumak is getting F'd in the A right now.
I'm here.
Why don't you use a little bit of, what does this do? Silent Scream? Stunning the targets. Okay, do that. Save Itsumak a little bit. Do it, bro. Do it. Nicely done. Run. Or don't run. Just, it's such a huge clusterfuck now. Everybody attack the same guy, except for Itsumak. You can continue to attack the Edelman or whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, I think we're in an okay spot now.
Point the way.
You should switch over to this, just to give you a little bit more survivability. And this area is kind of under control. This area is kind of under control. This area is kind of under control. Kana took a huge amount of damage, but I think he should be okay relatively soon. Okay, good stuff. Okay, we'll take their crap. It's not that good, but we'll take it anyways. Kana, oh man, Kana, you're in a bad spot.
Point the way.
That's because he took the brunt of the damage because we were faced the wrong direction. Anyways,
Of course.
let's go check out what's happening in here. Loot? Is it trapped? Is it trapped though? It's not trapped. Okay. This is not what I wanted. Oh, a little bloodstone. No, it's just a regular stone. Let's examine this area. Chains grown with added weight, crescent bite marks pit the edges of the cot. The bucket reeks of offal. Okay. Do we, like, is there anything else? Are we just, we're done here for the day? I don't get it. Maybe, like, all of the flesh golems, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, maybe all of the flesh golems will be angry and stuff. So, I'm not sure exactly how to handle this. I mean, probably like this. Sagani's back to using her archery. So let's just do this. Okay. Let's, these other guys apparently cannot attack because there's no line of sight.
Yes?
In which case, Dingle Bingle, use a little bit of Whisper of Treason on this asshole. Do it. Okay, it's not working, but that's fine. We'll just kill them instead. It'll take a little while, but it's okay. E2Mac cannot do much for us, but that's fine. Let's just go this way. No flesh golems here. I'm just making the rounds, you know. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but we should probably come in here and talk to the scientist. I don't want to talk to no scientist. They all be lying and all making me pissed, but... What have you done? I don't have time for this. I never asked for this. Okay. That's not the place. Do we need to... Hold on, let me see what my journal says. The man who waits. The Leaden Key acolyte showed me a vision of an agent in a place of misery and madness. I need to something. Subdue Uscgrim. I uncovered a Leaden Key operative in the Sanitarium. He has the ability to possess those with weak souls. He was using one of the patients to influence Cade Manazzo's animancy research. Okay. I guess we're supposed to clear out the area. And we'll do that. Oh man, you just got effed. Let's examine the corpse. Yeah, some money. I don't know why these patients have money, but I'm not complaining. We'll take their salt too. I mean, they're not going to be needing it anymore. That's true. Come on, buddy. Where you at, Doe? Let's go. I mean, this barrage of attacks is just insane. Really? Come on. Let's go. Another patient, some more money. That's fine. And I think up here we have to go in here, maybe? That's a pretty cool scroll, Fan of Flames. I'm probably never going to use it, but it's nice to know that it exists. Oh no, those weren't the patients, they were the guards. That's why they were going all crazy and being attacked and stuff. Okay. This just a book. Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to explore this area or we've done what we're supposed to do here and we should move on with our lives. But I'll make one more round around here and then I'll GTFO. Come on, buddy. Okay, an attack, and then ba-boom, just like a massive amount of damage. He's trying to make us fall down, but it's not working at all. So let's go. Okay, I think we're basically done here. What does this guy have? Flesh, construct, blood, I don't really care. Yeah. Let's go talk to Ethelmore, I guess, because there's not much else we can do. Luckily, the constructs don't appear to have come outside of the place, although what the heck is this? Northward Patient Record Uscgrim. Northward Patient Record The Midnight Man. Record Graham. We should probably read these. Let's... Okay, Bataxia the Pale Lady. Subject is female, mid-40s, awakened to a past life and is a serial murderer, blah blah blah. It's not... Weak candidate for present research. Okay. Graham. Subject is male, approximately early 30s, powers of speech absent, presumably as a result of overfragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic, and I've had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him for more recent procedures. The Midnight Man. Subject is male, mid-20s, displays acute dissociation and paranoid delusional tendencies, causing anger and extreme violence. Dangers of working with the subject, blah blah blah. Fair enough. This is the guy we're interested in, Uscgrim. Subject is male, approximately 17 years of age, admitted for episodes of catatonia, followed by occasional violent outbursts. Initial analysis of soul revealed severe fragmentation and essence deficiency. Said deficiency all but eliminates the possibility of utilizing subject in present research. I will take all this stuff. It probably does not help, though. This is note from Azo. Ripley, I require more copper tubing for my next experiment. Do not requisition it for the Sanitarium stores. I do not have time to deal with Head Warden's inevitable questions. Okay, maybe Ripley will know what the F is going on? No, she has no idea. Okay. I think it was just in here. Wait, where the heck did you come from? Everybody's back. What?
Gods keep you.
Did I break the game? I think I broke the game. Just a little bit. Okay, let's go back and talk to the scientists. Because he'll be lying and all making me pissed, but we'll do it.
What is it now?
Okay, I guess not. Maybe we need to go back. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna go back all the way up to here into the wards and stuff, and if those guys are back, then there's a big problem, because I'm pretty sure I murdered those guys in cold blood. I mean, in self-defense, not in cold blood, actually. This weird glowing effect, despite the fact that they're dead, is a little bit scary, but it's okay. Alright, no, let's just go upstairs and talk to Aethelmore, I guess? I'm not sure if this is a dead end or not, but I don't think this is like a bug with the story. At least I hope it's not. Is this a person? They said I can't leave yet. Okay, well, the door is open if you want to leave. I'm just saying.
Of course.
Anyways, let's get going. Yeah, we have to talk to Aethelmore, and then we do have a few other leads from the Leaden Key that we need to check out. One of them is in Defiance Bay, I believe. And we still need to kill that freaking asshole, what's his face? The guy underneath in the catacombs, you know. I don't remember his name. He's the Animancer who got killed by this other Animancer and stuff. Look, you know who I'm talking about. Don't worry about it too much. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. It's complicated. A patient of your Uscgrim was working for Leaden Key only without knowing it. I had things under control until I killed the Leaden Key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. Azo was being influenced by a patient, but that patient really wasn't himself at the time. Yeah, either way you explain it, it's just weird. We need to probably mention the Leaden Key. You finish your explanation and Aethelmore breaks his silence. I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they were all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again, and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I am grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was a loss of innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. Why doesn't he just transfer his body over to another one like that dude did? I guess he doesn't know how. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in the catastrophe? Azo was trying to help the patients. The Leaden Key would have found a way to interfere with the Sanitarium even without Azo. If I hadn't come along, Azo's experiment would have eventually resulted in another scandal. I'm just going to say the middle ground here. Your half answer suggests a bias, but it also suggests it's as close to the truth as I'll get from you. Caedmon will remain here, but he will be monitored. And under no circumstances will he have access to any equipment. Okay. Did I finish the quest? I still don't know. Not the stronghold. Gosh darn it. Okay, I guess not. I guess that's just something that happens. Alright, let's leave. We do need to do a few other things. Very soon. So I'm just going to head over to... I think we have to go to First Fires? No, not First Fires. What's it called? The one with the zombies that we killed all of them, and then we saved that child. That's the one. I forgot the name of it. I think it is Hearth something or other. Let me check my journal. Heritage Hill. Yes, Heritage Hill. And then we have to go to Durford Village. So let's go over to Heritage Hill right now. Oh God, somebody came up here. Dunrid Row Messenger. Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadred House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. Where can I find Hadred House? It's just over there, my lord. The southwest corner of Brackenbury. You'll find the lady upstairs. How did you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. Who is Lady Webb? Not know? Well, no one has seen her exactly in a long time. She's the mistress of Dunrid Row. Okie dokie. And older than anybody, blah, 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 blah. Okay, she's at it, best anyone can tell. Learning things, keeping us safe, pulling the strings behind the throne, too, it said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding. I'm a cipher, too. That's cool. Maybe I could join her ring. You do wrong in this country before you go asking the gods for forgiveness. Best you'd ask Lady Webb. What's Dunrid Row? A whole mess of ciphers. Run out of Hadred. Oh, right. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Let's go and talk to Lady Webb first, since we're, like, already right here. So let's do that. I don't know what the heck is going on right now. Oh, it's this asshole! The freaking guy who turned us into a watcher. And you know what? Before I go on with this apparition, I think I'm just going to end the episode right now, and we'll deal with it next time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.